Bigen would like to engage with multiple stakeholders to showcase its capabilities in the various infrastructure development spaces and socioeconomic development spaces that the organization operates in. One of the great things about the mining Indaba is that it brings a lot of delegates from different parts of the continent, and it assists us to be able to meet many valuable stakeholders all within one conference, and allows us to achieve significant networking opportunities. Bigen is a 53-year-old engineering firm that began purely focused on civil engineering capabilities and has morphed into a full house infrastructure development organization offering a whole suite of services. We blend a lot of our technical capabilities with our financial deal structuring capabilities, environmental management capabilities, and our socioeconomic development offering to offer a one-stop solution to our clients. So we can take clients from project inception all the way up to delivery with in-house capabilities. And we think that a lot of our clients find it very valuable to be able to knock at Bigen's door and receive all of that capability under one roof.
How are you navigating the current economic challenges?
We have taken a strategy that we are an Africa infrastructure development firm. So a couple of years ago, there's been deliberate effort to grow our footprint, particularly on the African continent. As we speak today, Bigen has project exposure in more than 20 other African countries, and that continues to grow every day. And we've done some remarkable projects in places like Botswana, Ghana, and Kenya and other different markets. And I think that ability to be able to work significantly within the South African market, within the common monetary area of South Africa, and also have a fairly large exposure both in the East and West African markets of the continent, has allowed us to be able to shoulder off different market risks that may occur in one market, and we can spread that market risk over a number of countries.
And can you tell us more about some of your successes in the African mining industry?
So I think, if I look at some of the work that Bigen has been particularly good at doing, it relates to water recycling efforts, water reuse, innovations that we've deployed in different mining communities. We've been working on off-grid water solutions in areas where there's water scarcity. We do quite a lot of bulk water projects. We do a lot of electrification work. But I think one of the other components which we have been significantly engaged in has been in the local economic participation components that a lot of international mining companies find themselves sort of engaged in. So a lot of social facilitation, facilitating the involvement of local host communities in terms of getting SMMEs to be engaged in those host communities, hiring the youth as they graduate, giving them experiential learning on projects, looking at scholarships and bursary programs to uplift those communities. Because the more harmonious a community is where a business sort of operates, the easier it is to build those lasting relationships and bonds. And we've seen some of the disruptions, even here in South Africa, which come out of these protests, coming out of the fact that communities feel excluded. So Bigen has really invested quite a lot of effort in sort of doing the component that relates to managing socioeconomic relations as well. Our philosophy as a business is definitely to do good while doing business. And we translate that in terms of the partnerships that we create, the way in which we try and maximize local economic involvement in our mega projects, the relationships with host communities, respecting their cultures, respecting the host governments in which we operate, so that we build another 50 years of big infrastructure projects on the continent. So we're very excited about the future. We know that there's a lot of challenges on the African continent, but we see our order book growing in all of these other countries, I think because of this very inclusive approach that we have taken to how we're going to run our business in South Africa and beyond.